So, I think I was wrong. The very first video that I uploaded, pinball video that I uploaded to YouTube, pinball repair video, was me working on the Palooka back glass. It had a bit of flaking on it. I did some research. There was information out there about putting Krylon triple thick, which is this stuff, onto the back glass, and then you lay cellophane down on top of it and let it dry. I had heard about it. A lot of people said they were having really good success with it. I wanted to try it on Palooka, but the only thing is that there wasn't any videos out there that I found of people actually peeling the cellophane off. And so that was the whole point of the video, is okay, if we do this, this is what it looks like when we peel the stuff off. And I had tried some different tests and things like that, and that was it. That was the first one. Over the years, that was like 6 or 7 years ago. Wow. So over the years, I've had lots of pinball back glasses with a bit of flaking, some pretty severe flaking, and Krylon triple thick was my go-to thing because it was just something that I had used all the time. A lot of people used it and had success with it. I did another experiment. There's a video on it where I really glooped the stuff on thick on an old Alien poker glass. I had another one, and it was suffering some severe delamination. So I thought, well, let's do a test. Let's try something. And the results of that, it melted and shrunk the paint that was on the glass, which, that was the whole thing that I was testing, is what happens if you do this. Now, one thing I've noticed over the years is that when you spray triple thick and it gets a little thick on the glass, it will shrink your ink, your paints a little bit. And it's just something you kind of have to deal with, because if you're at the point where you've got severe delamination and you're spraying it with triple thick, you're basically just trying to salvage what you have. You're not really restoring it back to original. You're just trying to make it so that the stuff doesn't fall off more. Trying to lock it down in place. But it's never going to be perfect, right? That's just the thing. So, if you've been watching videos recently, you've known that we had a bit of cold in here. We had some back glasses suffer some pretty serious damage. The first one was Superstar, which I did a video on, and then a couple days later we noticed that Triple Action was doing the exact same thing. So I had to take that one out. We sprayed it down, and then I was pulling Spectrum out of here because Spectrum needs some paint touch-up. So I was getting ready to pull that out, and we noticed that there was actually some pretty severe chunks coming off of that one as well. So on the first two that I did recently, my go-to was triple thick. But there's been kind of a triple thick drought. I haven't been able to get it. I've looked around. I did manage to get my hands on about 3 cans of it just recently, which I was pretty lucky because we had this problem. So when the problem with Spectrum happened, I went off to try to find more of it. I couldn't find more of it. So what I did find was I found Krylon Crystal Clear Acrylic Clear. And I thought, well, okay, let's try it. Let's see what happens. I did a little test on a little area that I hadn't sprayed yet on Triple Action. The results were actually better than triple thick. The shrinkage was smaller. It seemed to go down better, almost a little bit thicker than triple thick. And on that little test, I actually sprayed a little bit on top of where I've already put the triple thick down because I wanted to see if they would react. And then on a fresh spot that didn't have any on it at all. And then I put down a little bit of cellophane on top of it just so that I could push down the stuff that was lifting. I did a little test where I sprayed a little bit underneath the paint, and all of those tests were fine. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use this just on Spectrum, and we'll give it a shot and see how it does. I'll take a risk. I figured it would be fine. And what I found out is actually this stuff, this crystal clear acrylic, whatever it is. There you go. It shrunk the paint significantly less than Triple Thick did. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe Triple Thick isn't the way to go. This stuff seems to be a lot better. Like I said, it goes on a little bit thicker. It seems to be a little bit nicer with the paints. It doesn't seem to react as bad as the Triple Thick does, even though the Triple Thick's not too bad, but you do get some cracking. This is significantly less. So that's what I'm going to recommend from now on is I have to remember the name of it. I have to keep looking at the can. Crystal Clear Acrylic Coating. Yeah. So it's a different formula altogether from Triple Thick. It smells different. It goes down different. It dries a little bit slower, it seems like. Tastes different. I used it as an antiperspirant. It worked fine. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But anyway, so I think I was wrong recommending Triple Thick. I think this is the stuff you ought to get. And this is what I'm going to be using going forward. Anyway, so there you go. Quick little video. And if you've used both, let me know. What are your results? Do you find one better than the other? Do you find they're about the same? I honestly haven't tried them on all the different manufacturers' inks and paints. So, but so far I've tried it on Williams and I've tried it on a Bally, and it seemed fine. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.